Okay, one thing I feel like we're not discussing enough is the Council of Ape from the new Godzilla x Kong trailer. Like those 3 apes that were rolling around with Skar King. I feel like we're not fully grasping the concept of a freaking kill squad of Kong species. Like just 8 or 9 of them rolling around together with specific missions of freaking Kong-sized kaiju. And then Dangerville posted this video discussing Skar King's Titan army. So I need to see what's going on. Subscribe to Dangerville because they're freaking awesome and very informational. And let's get to the bottom of this kill squad. Also, leave a like, subscribe, and comment something silly down below. This is exciting.
The new Godzilla Kong trailer has given us a better look at the big bad of the film, the Skar King. This ancient great ape is said to be the most intelligent, cunning, and evil titan the monsterverse has ever seen. The trailer sets the stage for Skar by showing him immediately disarm and overpower Kong, which demonstrates that he will be incredibly physically capable at fighting opposing alpha titans. His legend has passed down for millennia. He's seen the rise and fall of great civilizations and empires, has seen the Titan War that nearly wiped out both Kong's and Godzilla's species. There are even whispers that the Skar King was the one that started it.
Oh damn!
But it's not just his strength he can use to his advantage, but also his wit. By manipulating those around him, he's able to stay in charge with the threat of unimaginable horrors that await you if you disobey his orders. With this, he's able to enslave a civilization of Titanous Kong, with some that are subservient and some that actively support him.
I cannot wait till we figure out also why the hell he looks different from every other. I cannot wait to find that out.
With this, he forms an entire city that he uses to do his bidding. If you want to learn more about what Skar King is doing with the enslaved Kongs, then check out the companion video on what he was doing before Godzilla vs. Kong.
Ooh.
But in short, he is most likely using the Kongs to mine for resources, and those that end up in his good books get higher ranks and rewards, which we see in the trailer with some bowing and some banging the war drums, implying that there is a hierarchy.
The freaking kill squad!
Depending on their size and personalities, other great apes like chimpanzees either use brute force or build coalitions to get ahead. The top dogs of some species, such as spotted hyenas, are determined by sex or lineage, much as rulers ascend in a monarchy, so it's easy to imagine a primate titan society following and serving the most dominant.
Who else just learned that hyenas have kings and hierarchies of like princesses and stuff? What the hell? Gonna think about that for the rest of the day now.
And at the top of the chain is Skar. But if you look closely, he has a small group of Kongs that he sticks close to.
These guys
could easily be looked at as his bodyguards, but the alliance is far deeper than that. We have reason to believe that these are the Skar King's team of Apex Titan killers, his right-hand men.
Oh my god!
He uses to help keep the apes in line. Similar to the Hand of Atriox from Halo Infinite, where the banished leader had a selection of warrior brutes and elites that served their leader, these are the ones that Skar called his closest allies, the ones he trusts the most, and the one that would follow him into battle.
I'm trying to get the nickname going, the Council of Ape. Pass it on.
So for that reason, let's call this the Hand of Skar.
Oh, that's even better.
And kill the largest of titans, they look down upon the rest.
Never mind, my idea. Hand of Skar is way more gangster. Damn it, Council of Ape. Dumb crap.
As they stand side by side with the king, who sits from his golden throne. They would be in charge of watching over the compound, keeping order, but ruling with an iron fist, controlling resources such as food, stemming disputes, and also maintaining a pecking order that determines who gets to mate with whom, keeping the population in check. Skar likely showers these titans with riches and luxury, large homes stocked with food, water, and wine. They'd be treated treated like royalty.
That's
like
wild.
No other great ape under his rule. This isn't unheard of in nature, like in large hyena groups, where royals at the top get access to more food and resources.
I can't believe hyenas have kings and princesses, bro.
Other apes would catch wind of this and would aspire to become like them, staying in line and ensuring that the rest know their place.
What's crazy is he just describes society, basically, as where we have not evolved since hyenas.
For Skar, this is the perfect system, but one that's built on mass oppression and slavery, something that's actually reflected in some of what we see in humanity. Considering the director stated that the Skar King represents the very worst of humanity, it's very easy to draw the connections. So
well, there we go.
At the top of the chain alongside Skar, the unit would be incredibly important for keeping the peace through means of fear. They are larger and stronger than the rest, which would be necessary as his personal bodyguards in case someone like Kong came along. We don't have names for the individual members of the Hand of Skar, but we can be sure they are integral to the plot, as we see them several times throughout the trailer. We even spot one of them attempting to capture Zuko, which is, from what we know, Skar's half-breed son that escaped captivity.
That makes so much sense. But also, this, I can't get over how differently they look. The one on the far left is gonna be, he looks evil as all hell, bro. He's like the evil, skinnier one that makes up for his lack of brute force by doing super messed up crap. And then the one on the far right's like the brute force one. He's probably like the dumber monkey. I feel like the one on the far left is gonna be mean as hell. And then in the one in the middle is just like along for the ride. But this one on the left, dude, look at that face. I'm telling you, he's gonna do something. He's gonna eat babies or something.
Which is, from what we know, Skar's half-breed son that escaped captivity.
Genius.
Skar trusted one of them enough to leave the compound and bring his son home to him, not out of love, but to keep him working. When a Kong steps out of line, whether that be they stop working or they try to start an uprising, they would be beaten by the three of them, humiliated, and in extreme cases, executed.
Damn.
Just as what we saw in the New Empire's trailer, they can be thrown into the pit and fed to the Frost Titan, Shimo.
Woo!
Which would be used as a tactic to silence any potential revolutions. And in our video on what the Skar King's plans are, we discuss the possibility of Skar using spies to scope out any potential opponents and to keep a close watch on the Hollow Earth and even the surface. That task may be relegated to one of the members of the special unit, and any information would be returned and relayed to the king, as it's from a member that Skar can truly trust. In regards to their place in the film, they will likely come to Skar's defense if his life was threatened, so we may see them group together to take down the King of the Monsters and King Kong.
Dude, the concept of those three apes going against Godzilla is the craziest freaking concept I've ever heard of. This time he doesn't have to hold back because, like, for the plot Kong, you know what I mean? It would just be like three monkeys getting sliced in half with atomic breath, like Homelander style.
They would be well trained in order to properly support the Skar King in combat. The
Monkey
group of them
guts
would be an incredibly formidable opponent for even both Godzilla and Kong, as they fight for their lives alongside their leader. But in the end, we may see them slaughtered in battle, and in the process, those of Kong's species under their oppressive regime are in turn freed, leaving Kong as their new champion and ruler to lead them and guide them towards a brighter future without the Hand of Skar.
Which would make him King Kong, right? That's where we're going with that. Damn, that was
whilst
epic.
We don't see much of them in the trailer, what we can gather is that this group could become very important to the story, acting as spies, enforcement, overseers, bodyguards, assistants, and also friends to the Skar King. Be sure to give this video a big Kong-sized thumbs up. We've got a lot of Godzilla content coming, so be sure to subscribe and stomp the notification button to become a resident of Dangerville today, to not miss out on all that new Empire news. I've been Alistair, and we'll see you, residents, in the next one.
Whoa, dude. The outro really sucks you in. It's like a freaking, the craziest outro I've ever seen. It's got so much like neon lights, retro coloring too, which is hands down the coolest design ever in anything. This is a cool channel. You guys got a beautiful thing going on. I agree with everything said in this. I think it's super freaking cool. Skar King having little buddies working for him. It makes all the sense. Like, apes are like group family members anyways. I get, yeah, just these three would be nuts. But then all the other, like those other apes who are graduated to instrument player, those guys fighting too. Movie drops in a month, dude. We're set. But yeah, leave a like on the video, subscribe down below, subscribe to Dangerville too, and I'll see you next time.